What's going on, everybody? I hope you're doing fantastic as always. Today we are going to be talking about landscapes. As you can see here, I have landscapes are probably going to be broken up into 3 videos. Today we'll cover basic and auto, and then height map and materials we'll cover in 2 separate videos. And then after that we're going to talk about materials and blueprints. So there's kind of outline of the videos I'll be working on coming up. But for now, let's go ahead and start our third-person template project. If you have been following along in order, it's just a standard third-person template project. If you haven't, we haven't done anything fancy at this point, so just go ahead and make a third-person template. If you don't know how to do that, check out the previous videos. So here we are. And this shouldn't be too hard for the basic, and we'll talk about that in 2 seconds. But we can really take landscapes as far as we want in Unreal. That's, people's entire jobs is just to work on landscapes for video games. So we're just going to be touching the surface on most topics. So what we're going to want to do is, you can tell up here in the top left we are in selection mode, and we're going to want to go ahead and click that and go to landscape mode, and over here you'll see the hotkeys, but for now we'll just do it the visible way, as you can't see what keys I'm spamming on my keyboard easily. Alright, so we're going to get this crazy plane, and what we're going to want to do for now is grab this controller and move it down to ground level. So we can adjust. You can see we moved it down 52 units here. That's what we did. You can see that value move. You can also just type in a number if you wanted to do it that way. You can also drag it like this. So there's a few different ways to actually move it. We could change the rotation and the scale if that was something we're interested into. We can also change the quad size, which basically makes it much larger. Go ahead and keep it small or smallish. Doesn't really matter for this. So this is basically, your total, how you wanted it done. You can also do, if you just want, let's just go ahead and hit create. And now we have a landscape. So let's go back real quick. I just hit Control Z to go back. And if we press fill world, you can see it goes infinitely, pretty much in all directions. I'm going to hit Control Z again because we don't need to do that. I wanted to show you that it is how you can do that. Go ahead and create it like this. Now you can see here at the top our tools have completely changed. We're still in landscape mode. For the most part, you'll be using the sculpt, erase, smooth, flatten. Mostly these 4. Erosion is for erosion, and hydro are for creating fall off. I'll show you what I mean. So let's go ahead and select sculpt, and by the way, I'm holding the middle mouse button down to pan in case you don't know how to do that. And we'll use just the default brush type, and if you hover over it you can get a better idea for what it does. It changes how the sculpting tool works. And if you have any experience in Blender or any 3D modeling program, this will feel pretty familiar. Okay, so we have some lumpy hills. Let's erode them and make this smaller. Where's the size? Brush size. There we go. Now we're bringing it down a little bit with erosion. And that would be like soil erosion, and then hydro erosion would be like water erosion. So it's much more smooth of an erosion tool. We also have our smooth See how that's kind of just smooths it out. And then we have our flatten if we want to level it. So this picks wherever you start it, and then it levels it out to that. So you could create like a plateau or something of that nature. So this just creates kind of like randomization in it. Noise is generally what that refers to. Ramp is kind of an interesting tool. It creates 2 points. Creates like a ramp between 2 points. So you saw it click 2 points and it leveled them, like it created a ramp. So that's also an interesting tool. So that is what I would refer to as the basic way, the manual way to create a landscape, is to just start sculpting one. Create a big plane and then start sculpting in mountains or valleys or really whatever it is you're looking for. The other way to do it is auto landscapes, and there's not like an auto button. There are plugins on the store which auto generate landscapes for you. Some of them are paid, very few of them are free. So check the store for landscapes, and you can just go to here. We'll go ahead and show that. I don't personally have one, but I will show them on the store real quick. So if we go to the marketplace, type in landscape, and you can see there are auto landscapes and just landscapes people have made. And I don't think there's any that are free. Let's check. There are. I do actually have one. How about that? Yeah. So there, you can design it yourself if you want something super custom or to get used to it. And there's also these auto generation tools, or the pre-made ones. You can see even Megascans have them, and the Megascan ones, well, these are more cliffs and assets for your landscape, so that's not quite what we're looking for. We're looking more for exactly what this says, which is a landscape auto generation. That's what we're looking for. So you can do it manually, or you can do it like we were just looking at. That is pretty much how you work with landscapes and form different shaped objects for your, basically your, what we're looking on screen. The landscape would be like down here. So this would be like a crater. But that is the best beginner method, and how I would advise starting with landscapes is to manually learn to use the tools, and then the next step would be some kind of auto generation, and then we'll start talking about height maps and materials. And if you're wondering why we're going in that order, it's pretty much in order of complexity for the user. I think we should go from easiness to more difficult options as we go. Anyways, if you guys learned something, enjoyed the video, I appreciate all comments, likes, subscribes, hit that bell notification, all the normal YouTube stuff. Also, I'm in the working of developing this game, and I'll be releasing downloadable or copy and pastable blueprints that you can put in your game on my Patreon. So check that out if you're interested in that. Anyways, catch you guys next video.